Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the lucky mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022 psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this is a total lunar eclipse, this full moon, which is going to pack an extra punch, and it will affect all of your signs, your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. So you may want to watch the entire video. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. So before I get started on the psychic crystal part of your reading, I'm going to give you a little astrology information about this eclipse first. This full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, is in a conjunction with Uranus, which can drive up unexpected events and surprises. There will be many people cutting ties. This is a time of dramatic energies and an escalation of emotions. This eclipse is also in a square to Saturn, which can create obstacles and more pressure on us. We need to be more cautious at this time. There may be unpredictable global events. Hostilities increase, and protests, rebelliousness, and aggressive actions are likely. We may feel frustrated over rules, regulations, and laws. Feelings of yearning, longing, and impulsiveness will be activated and accentuated. Eclipses often bring drama, new beginnings, and endings. Since this is a lunar eclipse, endings will be more prominent. These energies will be the strongest the days and weeks around the time of the eclipse, but its effects can last 3 to 6 months and in many cases will last a year. Now on to the psychic part of this video. So I'm starting with the element of Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. It's going to be extremely active for you. The Earth signs are going to feel like there is so much happening in their lives. It's like some of you Earth signs are going to feel really brave and courageous, and you're going to feel like you want to stand up for rights or stand up for yourself and be very combative against things that you believe to be wrong. Some of you, however, conversely, some of you Earth signs are going to feel like you want to stay quiet and you want to meld and blend into the background. You may want to keep your opinions to yourself and not make big displays. So I hate to contradict it here, but some of the Earth signs are going to feel very courageous, brave, want to say things and stand up for the downtrodden and things that are wrong. And other Earth signs are going to feel the complete opposite, where they may not like things that are going on, but they may feel like, they want to, like I said, meld into the background and not say too much. And these effects of these eclipses can last up to 6 months. Now, when I did my eclipse readings about this eclipse in Taurus, and the one I did for the Scorpio eclipse in October, the predictions went out way further than 6 months, just to let you know that. Some of you Earth signs are going to really be able to it's like your intuition is going to be really increasing because you're going to find yourself predicting the future for many of you. Some of you are going to feel like a whole new world is coming at you. And you're like, did I just step into another dimension? Did I just step into a whole new world? Like, you could feel like there's new world, new dimension, some kind of big shift or change happening for you. And some of you will actually be making peace with others from the energies of this eclipse where there once had been, you know, problems and acrimony, like, you know, laying down troubles, you know, healing bad feelings, making peace with people. Some of you may find that even though new things are kicking up, you may feel compelled to stick to tried and true methods and things that you know to be working secure from the past. You may even be going back to things you did in the past, technology you used in the past, belief systems you used in the past, methods, techniques, and strategies you used from the past, even objects of any kind you used from the past. It gets kind of like a rebirth here for the earth signs over the next 6 months. You know, you have to be cautious because some of you earth signs are going to feel very overwhelmed by this energy, emotionally overwhelmed. Make sure you don't speak out of turn. That's another caution. So let people have their piece, say their piece. Let people say what they need to say. Don't talk over other people. Don't cut them off. And don't jump to conclusions and assumptions until you've heard their entire story of what they want to say. Comes up here as a caution for the earth signs. You know, and you have to be careful that you don't find, that you have to be careful you're not grating on other people's nerves because, you know, maybe you're just joking around or maybe you're caught up in your own things that are going on, but you have to be careful like you're not being too much of a taskmaster or a ball buster or, you know, like riding people too much about stuff that, you know, maybe you need to dial it back a little bit. Those are the cautions for the earth signs. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This eclipse could actually bring a lot on and put a lot on your plate, water signs. You could be extremely busy. You could feel like your schedules are overbooked or your days are just very, very busy over the next 6 months. Like one thing after the other you have to do and take care of. Some of you water signs are going to be really hypersensitive about wanting to steer clear from certain groups of people or certain individuals. Maybe even from certain businesses or companies, you may want to like not do business with them anymore. There's definitely, could even be love relationships. There's people you definitely are going to feel like you want to steer clear from with this eclipse. Some of you are going to be putting things up for sale. You could also be taking things to like pawn shops. You know, putting things up for sale, putting things up for hawk at pawn shops, having, you know, yard sales, selling things on the internet, could even be your home or property that you own. You can have trouble with acid reflux, indigestion, anything to do with your digestive system could be irritated from this particular full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus. Some of you water signs are going to get a new job from this eclipse or a new position at a job you already work in. Some of you water signs are going to find out that you're pregnant or someone that you love and care about is pregnant. Some of you water signs are going to receive some kind of notification that any legal cases or lawsuits or whatever, anything to do with law, legal documents or papers seems to go in your favor from this eclipse. And you're going to get some kind of notification about it. You have to be cautious, water signs, because this eclipse could make you feel quite cranky. And you may feel like irritation, cranky. It could drive up a little anger in you. You could experience some kind of headaches. You could also experience some backaches. And it could make you feel cranky, and you could have the tendency to lash out to other people. You also have to be careful that you don't want to drive a point home so vehemently that you take over conversations. So you could be really going off the limb, going off the beam to make your point. And you could be quite domineering and overbearing in conversations. This eclipse could drive that up for some of you. And to bring up justice again, some of you may feel like you want to seek justice, and you could start legal cases, court cases, lawsuits, and legal cases at this time. But it comes up as a caution also. So you have to think about that, water signs. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. If you would like to get my eclipse effects for this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings, that link is down below in the description box in the show more section below this video, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. Look for the eclipse. There's 2 eclipse series. The eclipse series I did for the Scorpio eclipse and also for this eclipse. I use the same format, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. May give you a lot more helpful insights and information because, like I said, these eclipse effects are lasting in those readings. In that series I did, they went out in both of the series way more than 6 months on both of them. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the elements of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Eagerness, anxiousness, and even some anger is the energies that are going to get driven up in many of the fire sign people, sun, moon, or rising sign, if you have a fire sign in those areas. Some of you fire signs are going to be berating somebody, and you're going to take them down a notch or a peg. This could be a family member, could be an employee to you or a coworker. Could even be a neighbor or some people you don't know. You could be doing that out in the food store. This eclipse is going to drive up in the fire signs to catch on to things very quickly. So if you've got to study or learn or take any training programs over the next 6, even up to 9 months from now, you're going to really grab onto it and learn very quickly and retain that information. Creation energy is going to be very strong in some of you fire signs from this eclipse. So you may, start creating art projects, creative projects, website designs, creating a new business, working on whatever is creative energy means to you. That's going to get driven up in the fire sign strongly from this eclipse. Some of you are going to learn a new trade or a new skill from the energies of this eclipse. Is going to inspire you to do that. Some of you are going to get valuable insight or information that gets passed on to you that my guides are calling legacy information that gets passed on to you that will be helpful and a blessing to you from this eclipse. So This could be from reading old ancestral letters, reading history, but especially in pertaining to your own personal ancestry. Some of you fire signs are going to be engaging in new relationship dynamics. It could be romantic relationship dynamic, but it could be with existing people in your life. So you could find that there's new relationships dynamics developing there. But this would be a blessing. This is a positive thing, not a negative thing. You've got to be careful, fire signs, because sarcasm is going to be really driven up in you at this time, and people could take it the wrong way. You could be, feeling like you're joking around and having fun and saying some sarcastic stuff, but you could really offend somebody. My guides are also cautioning the fire signs. Some of you are going to want to charge ahead in something, but you really need to be putting on the brakes, not charging forward. Especially in the area of romance, new love, and new relationships. You need to, maybe not putting on the brakes to stop it completely, but not a good time to charge ahead with it. Take it on a relaxed pace. That's the caution. Also, the fire signs need to be careful that they don't get intertwined with the wrong people. This could be like the wrong crowd to hang out in. They could be dangerous or trouble, or not to get entangled with shifty or shady business partners or dealings. You have to be really careful of that kind of action now. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. If you would like to get more insights and more specific information about how this particular eclipse is affecting you, you can get my eclipse effects for the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. And you might want to get your sun sign and your rising sign in this series. That link is down below in the description box, and the link is also on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. These videos are connected to, these links will take you to those videos on Vimeo. So now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It's going to drive up in the air signs that you may feel like you want something to be solid or concrete. This could be your job. This could be a love relationship. It could be a business, I don't know, or your money. Some of you air signs may be thinking that you want to engage in some kind of new stream of income. You may want to add to your business if you already own it. You may want to get a new job or take on a part-time job, or think of new ways to sell your creations. Some of you air signs are going to feel like you want to put on the brakes on your spending. It could be because of inflation. It could be, I don't know the reason. I just get you're going to feel like, well, I normally would buy this or this, but now I'm not going to. And really looking really careful at what you spend your money on and trying to pare it down. Trying to find ways to cut costs and expenses. Some of you air signs are going to really feel inspired to want to catch up with people from the past. This could be friends, could be family, or it could be old love partners even. Some of you air signs are going to come to some new conclusions that are different like new ideas and coming to new conclusions that are different than what you were already doing, that will actually improve your life in some way. Like gaining new perspectives, coming to new conclusions, having new ideas. The air signs, that's some of the blessings that you'll receive from this eclipse. Some of the air signs, a new romance could spark up over the next 6 months. And any generosity or giving that you've done in the past, air signs, comes back to you tenfold. So wherever you were very giving, freely giving of anything, whether it's money, your time, your energy, whatever, you get somehow the universe gives you blessings from that, from this eclipse. Really being mindful of getting rid of things that are not useful and that you don't need or use anymore is a wise course of action for the air signs. Loose lips sink ships, so air signs got to be careful that you keep your cards close to your vest. Don't tell everybody what you think or believe or what your plans are of what you're doing. It's not the time for you to do that. It could have some kind of, you could experience some backlash or repercussions from doing that. So speaking freely, I'd be more cautious about what information you share on the internet or verbally. So the air signs really need to be careful also that you could feel very tired and drained from this eclipse energy. It could be quite taxing for you. So you may want to take naps when you can. Even if you're like, I don't take naps during the day, I don't do that kind of thing. You may really want to think about doing that because your energy seems like it's going to be sapped from this eclipse. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you enjoyed it. And subscribe if you would like to see more content like this and help this channel grow. And share it with others who you may feel could benefit from these messages and predictions. And if you would like to get any of the special videos I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, where I use a variety of divination tools focusing on very specific topics, I post the most recently recorded videos down below in the description box in the Show More section. And these links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. Now, I'm just going to name a few of the most recently recorded video series. I did mention it in this video, my eclipse effects from this full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. There's 4 tarot cards. One is what's ending for you. One is what's beginning. The other next card is what's your blessing from this eclipse. And the 4th card is your karmic lesson. Then I pulled a card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses Oracle cards and gave you more messages and predictions from that. And I also looked into the crystal and give you more messages. And I end the reading by pulling a gemstone crystal for you. I also use this exact same format for the eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Scorpio, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. The only difference in those readings was the oracle cards I used is the Angels and Ancestors oracle cards in that video series, but the format is the same in both video series. Also, my psychic crystal readings for November 2022 are available also for your sign. You might want to get your rising sign and your sun sign in that series. Those links are down below and on my website videos page. Also, my Mars retrograde psychic tarot scopes for 2022, 2023. I use tarot cards and animal totem cards and gemstone crystals we're being affected by these eclipses, both of these eclipses, and this Mars retrograde period, which the post-shadow period of this retrograde goes all the way out to the middle of March, from October 30th, 2022, and the post-shadow period ends on the middle of March 2023. So you're being affected by this Mars retrograde. Some people will feel its effects more positively than others. If you want to see how it's going to affect your sun sign or rising sign, that link is also down below and on my website. Also, my Horseshoe Tarot Spread Psychic Tarot readings for 2022, 2023. There's a lot of information there. There's 7 cards total in that video series. It's one of the most purchased video series I put on my Vimeo on-demand channel. Don't forget my career and finance psychic tarot and crystal readings. Those predictions started in April of 2022 and go all the way until the end of October of 2023. So you still have a whole nother year of predictions for those career and finance readings. Also, my Saturn in Aquarius psychic tarot and crystal readings. Those predictions really start from December of 2020 and go all the way through until the end of March of 2023. Saturn's usually in a sign for about 2.5 years, so those predictions still have a lot of time left to go. Also, if you would like to help support the readings I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below connected to PayPal. And thank you so much to those of you who have generously donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help a lot. So thank you so much for that. And if you would like to see more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you are not going to see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ on Instagram, and also on my YouTube community page. Many people find these predictions resonate with them, or parts of the predictions resonate with them, because I write 5 paragraphs there. So you might want to check those out, and I'd love to see you on my social media pages. Now, I have to take a moment right here. I know you guys are going to be so sick of hearing me say this, but I'm going to say it again because it's amping up exponentially. If you see in the comments section, seriously, in YouTube, they're copying my image and name, and they're trying to solicit people commenting for readings on WhatsApp and Telegram. First of all, I don't have WhatsApp, I don't have Telegram, and I would never solicit private readings on any of these platforms ever. I don't solicit them on YouTube. I don't solicit private readings on Instagram or Facebook. I only work from my private wait list and cancellations list for private readings. And these lists have 2,000 people on them now, total, between the 2 lists. And when I'm able to do the readings, which is very limited, I go to those lists and contact people on those lists only. I never, ever contact anybody any other way. So please don't fall for it. I've seen people fall for it. They want to get your information, and they also want to get your money. So please don't fall for it. It's not coming from me. So I really hope you have absolutely amazing energy and blessings coming to you from this full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus, November 8th, 2022. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.